You ain't got love for me, my nigga. You ain't got love for me, my nigga.
We the best music. Remix.
Ever since your chick hit the top, know y'all bitches mad Remy out the box.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your girl, Remy Ma, and the ruler is back right here on the home of hip-hop.
It's the home of hiphop.com. I am DJ Thoro, a.k.a. Thorozano, the bridge to the streets. And I'm sitting here with the lovely queen of hip-hop, queen of rap, etc., etc., Remy Ma. What's up?
I might have to hire you to do some drops for me.
Talking.
I like that intro.
Keep talking. Keep
It was good.
So what was like one of the first things you did when you got home or whatever?
Besides going, to the studio and things like that, I think I had a ball just like surfing through the TV channels and finding all these cool female rap battles. Like I think that was a really, that's what I spend a lot of my time doing when I'm not watching other on-demand shows.
Right.
I'm on YouTube on my smart TV and I'm looking at all of these girls that are so hungry and have
Right.
that fire in them and spitting that real rap.
Right. I'm glad you brought the female battle thing up because I was going to ask you this later, but I'll ask you now.
Okay.
Do you have any plans, since you're an evil, vicious spitter, do you have any plans to enter in that realm of female MCs and battling, if the situation is right?
No, I'm actually not. I've had a crazy offer that was like, in the six-figure area to do such, but that's not really where I'm at right now in my career.
Right.
I mean, I believe, I could do it if I wanted to. Like, that's what I do.
Right.
But that's not what I want to do. I like seeing people who haven't had, the chance to make it as far as I have, even as far as I would like to be one day.
Right.
I get a chance to showcase their art and their creativity. And plus, sometimes I think it would kind of be unfair unless I'm, going against somebody that's, in the same
Right.
realm as me that already has a deal and,
Right.
It's out there, in the mainstream. But for me to go in there and go against somebody that's coming out like that, I think that's unfair.
I got you. So basically, you don't battle because nobody's in competition. I got you.
Right.
Right. That's exactly what she said.
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I would though, I would like to, if I had the platform to where, I could actually start my own and have, more chicks come in and not just girls, guys too,
Right.
to where, because I definitely believe, some of the girls that I've seen, they're better than most of these guys.
Right.
And set up to where it's just a rap battle period where it's no girl version and the guy version. If you're a rapper, you're a rapper.
Right.
And that's it. That's all. If you nice with it, you could stand toe to toe with anybody, regardless
Right.
of their gender. So I would like to actually, start my own thing one day. I think that would be cool if I had to connect myself in some form or another to that battle situation.
Right. When you went in there, a lot of females that came up, like Nicki. Then you got Iggy, and basically those are the main two. What is your take on say Iggy and Nicki and the position they're holding right now? How do you feel about them?
I congratulate them and I commend them. We're in the business, not even just the hip hop, in so many fields, there's this glass ceiling where women are concerned and they can't reach but a certain level because they're a female. Just the fact that people call us female rappers or female MCs shows that, we don't really get the credit that is just due. Some people like Nicki, for instance, she's, accomplished things that the majority of male rappers haven't accomplished and probably never will. Or Iggy, when I was looking not too long ago, and I actually think I had somebody put it on my Instagram that, she had the number 1 and the number 2 spot for the clean version and the dirty version of the same song. Who does that? But, we don't get the appreciation or the recognition because we're female. So I just feel like I have to, take my hat off to them and be like, yo, you did that. And you should be commended for it, not brought down because I'm trying to get into my own spot. I'm not going to go at you and try to, diminish or tarnish whatever you created to try to make a spot for myself. And a lot of times females do that, and they're pushed to do that by their male counterparts or just even by their other friends around them.
Right. How do you feel in general about MCs, quote unquote, supposed to be real lyricists that don't write but still get the praise of being dope?
Well, some of the most, notoriously and critically acclaimed, MCs didn't write their own material, and where's the flack on that? Like I've always, pat myself on the back and announce that, I write my own material. You can ask anybody who's ever been with me in the studio, who's ever, been around me, I get it in.
I know.
But like I said, it's still you can't just take people like, oh well, if that's the case, if she's not writing it, she could be anybody. Like it still takes a certain amount of swag and just creativity to be able to take. I could take a rhyme and give it to just any Joe Schmo. It's not gonna sound the same when everybody else do it. You have to have something else to be able to to deliver that. I mean, like I think it's a little different, but R&B singers, they don't get it, and most of them don't write their material. But that's why when you do find somebody like, a Miguel or R. Kelly and things like that who produce their own music, write their own songs, and can sing, like they get so much praise because, a lot of people don't do that. I mean, I personally, I can't really take anybody too serious when you don't write it yourself, because at least with a singer, they're able to show their talent through their voice. With a rapper, it's a little bit different, but at the same time, I do believe not just anybody could do it. So, it is what it is. It's not for me to decide.
What's your take on like the whole Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim feuding and going back and forth? Like, what is your take on that?
I think it's been going on for too long. That's one thing, and I would definitely like just on Kim's part, like I would have liked to see her put out more music, and not just music that was directed at the person that she's upset with, but just music in general. Like if you feel like you hold a certain position, it's so easy to prove it by just putting out material. And that's just that. I mean, sometimes it's a little bit unfair and lopsided when one person is so big as someone like Nicki, and you feel like I'm not really going to be listened to, or I'm not going to be given a fair chance because people are they have favorites. Right. But I just feel like it's been going on too long. Like enough is enough already, and it's petty. But sometimes I do also feel that it be people that are on the outskirts that are pumping that, right? Right, not necessarily, but just adding fuel to the fire. Like anything that's said, like you don't have to. Like me, like I said, I learned like you don't have to respond to every single thing, and when you do respond, you don't have to respond, aggressively, and you don't have to, respond in a way that, people would take it as you're being a bully or anything like that. It's different ways to do things, and that's something that I learned. Like if there's a door, there's always more than one, and sometimes more than 2 and 3 ways to get through that door.
Whatever. What is your relationship with Fat Joe, if any?
Joe was good. I like I said, previously in other interviews that we had a great conversation. I just felt like when I was incarcerated and I was coming home soon. Actually, it goes a little bit before me coming home soon. When I was hearing that he actually had to go away and do a couple of months or whatever, I had wanted to just, to reach out and speak to him and just give him a heads up of, what he was probably going to go through, because it's not the same for, someone who has any type of celebrity being incarcerated as it is for the average Joe Schmo. You're going to go through different things that the normal person wouldn't go through, and he has children too, just being, and he's their father, he's the main breadwinner, like a lot of us artists are in our family. Just preparing him to just do that. I didn't get a chance to speak to him before he did his stint, but when I did speak to him, I wanted him to know that it had been enough time for us to keep dwelling on who did what. Well, you shouldn't have said this. Well, Rem did this or Joe did that. And I just didn't want to come home with any type of negativity at all from my past. As much as I could clean my slate, that's what I was trying to do. And that was one of the things that, I wasn't happy about how things happened with me and Joe. And I wanted to try to fix it as much as I could. So I'm happy that he was able to, reach his hand out back towards me when I extended mine, and we were able to, just rectify the situation that was going on with us.
I listen to your CD, damn, you really wanna be me. Don't care if your name buzzing, you know who the queen be. Della Russo, digital LASIK, bitches still can't see me. These rap chicks try to stay away from me. Maybe cause I caught that case, they afraid of me. Rem got that phlegm and spit it crazily. And it's a fact, I'm everything they portray to be. Never mind how long